blessings, family. Peace and blessings, family. I am ChiVital, also known as King Chi. Chi the Key. I'm back in the building. I'm a bit soft spoken today, a little extra. Not that I'm not always soft spoken, but yeah, mother got caught by a little bug, so I am fighting it, fighting the good fight. As you tune in, I didn't send out any notifications, so I'm depending on the algorithm to pop off. Peace, sir. Good to see you here, first in the building. Thank you, love. Are you able to hear me just fine? Peace, Cedar Fruit. How are you, beautiful? Are you all able to hear me just fine? Peace, Daylight Chatham. Peace to Hootie Faye. These are all of my regular people that I love y'all for showing up. Thank you, thank you. All right, that's awesome. I'm hoping that the sound quality is really good because I'm using a microphone. Okay. You might be able to hear a little congestion going on. But yo, tonight's video actually is really important. So I do want to give you all just a moment to tune in. Get your notebooks ready. This lesson, so this lesson is related to your Guan Yu work. However, if you have not been here before and you're new, stick around because you're going to learn something that you can utilize every full moon. Okay. This particular full moon is extremely important. It's within the eclipse cycles, but it is marking a huge shift, and we are timing it for the next 8 months of our lives. So it's like really the grand setup. Okay, so I don't want to rush. I am going to be giving you instructions, or I should tell you what you're going to be getting, right? I'm going to be giving you all some instructions on how to command your ancestors in your manifestation work. All right. The energy is very, very powerful. It's um, it's open. The portal's open. A lot of celestial activity going on, and for those of you who have been working with Guan Yu, you already have someone with a high position in the heavens working with you, a bodhisattva, right? You're working with a Buddha. So let's shout out to y'all because this should be even more exciting, the experience that you're going to have. You will need a couple of materials. For one, you're going to need a red pen. Okay. Everyone who receives their money pack, they have all their materials because the next thing you're going to need are your joss paper. Okay. Joss paper. Y'all see that? Okay. Oh, Donald Trump. Hi, Donald Trump. Welcome. Don't even erase none of the trolls today. So I'm glad this gives me a moment for some of the rest of the students to get here. So sidebar. No. I want to see all the new people. Peace, Daniel Sosa. Welcome. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. And it's so perfect. Okay. It's perfect for what we're doing today. Okay. So this weekend, there's this huge portal of manifestation open for us, right? But at the same time, there's a huge urge to feel frustrated. You might be frustrated because there's certain things that you want to move forward and you want it to move faster than it's going, and you're noticing some delays and you feel like everything is already in place. So like, why are delays? Or like something, for example, like with myself, I definitely did not expect to have a cold right now, right? Especially I'm fasting. I'm fasting all day, and on top of that, I'm like fasting, like not eating any meat. I'm not eating any junk food, right? So I'm like, I'm not expecting to get a cold, right? But um, it is what it is. And when you're a really busy person or you need to be really productive, and the work that you do requires high energy, high vibration, it can be frustrating because these kind of things will happen just as we're reaching the peak of needing to take a certain action. And this is where the meditation practice really gets serious. Ramadan Kareem Moyo. All right. This is where practice meets real life, practice meets application. So, of course, I was pretty bummed about, first of all, I didn't have a voice all day. I saved my voice for this moment. Okay. And there are a couple of things I wanted to do, but I absolutely needed to rest. My body told me I needed to rest. And at the same time, I don't know about y'all, but because I don't get sick often, something as simple as a cold is like my entire being goes through the whole cold. I'm shivering, I'm detoxing, whatever thing is sitting inside of me that needs to be released is released. Okay? I cry because I'm so frustrated that when I'm in this much, like, the head cold situation where I'm in that much pain, like I can't think straight. So even if I want to sit in bed and get work done, it's super challenging. But what is most important before you even get to these materials, right? These materials are an extension of our bodies when we get into magical application and ritual. What's most important is making sure to fine tune this instrument. And it's important to not just fine tune it, right? So that we're in the correct vibration, but also to now raise the vibration to another level. You understand? All right. So yesterday, um, what I thought was awesome was that what happens is the more we're getting closer to this peak, more people are going to be coming in and wasting their energy and being really negative. Okay. That's the way it goes. The higher the vibration is going, like the light frequency gets brighter, the amount of wealth gets more expanded, there's more increase. But with increase, what's going to happen? There's going to be more traction, right? No one who has like two people viewing their video has trolls. So, in a sense, what we do to transmute the energy so that we stay on the frequency of um, vibrating higher, and we stay in the frequency of creating what we truly desire. Each and every one of the individuals who waste their time during the day to troll actually become really good energetic food, right? So we use that and we see that there are actually people who put out energy that way. And so we transmute it and we realize, okay, so more people are getting to see that there's something productive going on, that there is content that's being built that goes in another direction. So you need to know how strong is your motor to moving forward, how motivated are you from an internal place, and how solid are you so that you can stay focused and not be easily distracted. Okay. And so the way the system is set up, my shooters got everybody out last time. But this time I'm I want to see all of the nonsense. And then, at the end of this, y'all realize that I do come back and I answer your questions. Okay? I answer all of your questions. Plus, I like to keep all the names because those names of those users on YouTube are attached to real people and sometimes they're attached to bots. But the ones that are attached to real people, they get to go in a pot where they are like batteries for this work that I'm talking about, right? And when they get caught up on the mines that are laid during our warfare, it's all fair, right? In love and war. That's what I love. So we have to continue to stay forward minded and keep ourselves on the vibration that we choose, right? It's it's not what's good or bad, it's like what we choose. Okay? Like y'all understand like your girl was really not feeling good all day. And thank you for the compliment. Y'all told me I'm shining. That's all natural. That's all natural. That's no foundation. Okay. Right? You know, wearing white. um, so that's important. So while I said we are the initial tool and we are connected to these materials that we're going to charge with our intentions, we're going to charge with the writing. Okay. I want you to use a red pen as we're going through this lunar eclipse. The energy is, it's not just like we're not working with sudden uh, dropouts of things, like something that you're holding on to really tightly and it's going well and then suddenly it's gone. This is not really the energy. It's like this is how I want to describe it. It's like a nurturing mother who has the wisdom and the rapport with you, that when she speaks to you, you hear her and you don't have much fight in you with what she's telling you, right? You've gone to your great mother and you are um, letting her know what your frustrations are, right? Letting her know what your frustrations are. But you're coming there from a very vulnerable space, okay? You're vulnerable because you want to take action. You're vulnerable because it's something that you've been used to because of familiarity, right? But you want to, you already know that you want to take action in a way that is going to bring about a peace, an inner peace for yourself. It's not really, it's not really like a getting at anybody kind of energy. Is really like a coming to center with, how can I do what's best for myself in like the most highest way possible. Like it's diplomatic, right? It's diplomatic because it's not an attack on any particular thing. It is just an understanding. Like when you and I, let's say you and I are having some type of negotiation and we realize, okay, you know what? The program that I'm on doesn't necessarily fit your needs. And I realize that what you're looking for or what your finances look like don't match what I require any either. So there's no bad blood, but now we have a mutual understanding that you got to get your money up and I can either take interest in upping my skill set to be able to provide that thing that you're looking for in the future, or I can offer you something. Like now I get creative. I can offer you this amount of my time and space in order to still fulfill this agreement to some extent, but now you have room to move how you need to. You see what I'm saying? It's not really like, oh well, bye. Like you can't come over here. You can't afford it. Okay, bye. Oh, I don't have what you need. Like get out of here. It's still not that rough kind of energy. It's not that kind of eclipse. It is really asking you to seek higher ground and totally acknowledge what is that particular thing that is for you to show up fully for yourself, and not in a selfish like negative, selfish way, but placing yourself at the center so that all that comes to you, all that's attracted to you now, all is in alignment with what you are wanting to manifest. Because sometimes we're attracting so many things, but they're like scattered. You know what I'm saying? This is more of a concentration of I'm attracting these particular people, opportunities, places in my life, um, programs, whatever, right? For this particular direction I'm going in my life. It's like streamlining everything, making sure that there is no longer too much scattered energy, which brings me to Guan Yu, right? And Guan Yu in your homes um, will come and bring that harmony and will scatter, meaning like shatter, remove the negative energy that creates this like busyness. And like negative energy, we think of things that drain your forward movement, things that create arguments and unnecessary chaos. Okay. So for those of you who are true students of the HOC and of the Occult College, do you understand? Press 1 in the chat if you understand um, where I'm going with this. Okay. Yes, very well stated. See, Tahuti Faye, that's why you are Tahuti Faye GPT. She said in the chat, for those of you who might be driving, she said, this energetic of this portal we are working with is concentric around lovingly letting go of what needs to go in order to streamline your trajectory towards achieving your objectives. Perfectly said. Perfectly said. Okay. And I mentioned going to this wise mother energy in order to have this kind of conversation or this um, coming home to a level of clarity of what those things may be or what that thing may be, because you need to be vulnerable enough and and recognize that you're in a safe space with some energy that is very wise. And here we also have Mars doing some cutting work, but Mars is moving with a level of wisdom as well, right? He's Mars now. I think someone mentioned that as a Mars now is in Pisces, and he's also rolling with Saturn. Okay, so there is this. Okay, I hear you. I see where it is that you need to be going forward. Um, and so please allow me to assist with taking some of these things off of your plate because they are distracting you from taking that straight line to where you need to go. Okay. And so um, there's a release. There's a release, but it's a release so that the new on track energy has a place to reside. Okay. Now I'm prompting you all to lift your vibration and to take particular steps in keeping your vibration higher for the sake of creating less pain, right? Creating less pain and giving you access to more energy towards transmuting the feelings of loss that might be felt, okay? Or absence that might be felt. Understood? So some of those steps that you may want to take beginning from tonight is like don't indulge in any arguments. Try your best. It's like if you see the argument coming, try your best to tap into your other tools where you either take a break Like, ask for some time before finishing the conversation so that you can actually have a conversation about what's really being argued about. 'Cause y'all already know when you start getting back and forth, and no one's hearing each other, that kind of energy actually can land you back in the same place. Because even if it's just explosive and things break, they're broken, but they're like a messy broken. And so they don't heal properly. And it leaves this like really murky kind of uh, residue as you're moving forward. Like, because you'll have this piece of you is like, am I moving forward? But like, hell yeah, like this was eclipse energy. That nigga needed to go. You know what I'm saying? Or like, this, that, like, she's whatever. She's a fake friend. Um, but then you you might realize that I don't even think that they even heard me. And you might end up with a desire to be heard, and that's that run back and try to understand. And you might not have the opportunity. Death also is sweeping through. I don't know. Like, I'm just keeping it a buck. Like, I'm seeing it a lot. So it's better now that while we're moving through this ecliptic energy, that instead of like going ham with the negativity, give yourself some room. I'm saying everybody is going to experience some level of frustration, and some people are experiencing so many so many good things in their lives that they're dealing with what it is to maintain that vibration. And we don't talk about that often, that when someone starts leveling up to the point where they're in different rooms that their friends are no longer in, that there is a feeling of um, like they need to integrate that those changes, and some of those changes come with feelings of guilt or shame, or that kind of diplomacy or loyalty needs to be reconfigured so that they can continue to ante up, expand, and go to higher places without feeling like they're like poo pooing on people that they do genuinely care about. They just don't reside in those new spaces. Okay. So some people think that people who are doing really well don't experience some grief behind the celebrations that they're having in their lives. Okay. But they do. They do. Um, but it can't be long lived, which is why we need to focus more on just being really positive, um, and being present, like really being present. So I would say to like knock down the amount of time that you're going to be like deaf scrolling through your phone, sopping up all the dopamine hits. Um, I would, again, I'm gonna reiterate, give yourself some space if something feels tense. Um, if something feels like it's too difficult or it's creating a lot of tension, you willingly like release it and trust that if you can maintain a vibration of positivity and faith in your own hands, in your own deeds, that all will turn out absolutely aligned for your greatest good. Okay? Because you don't want to make new enemies right now. You don't want to make new enemies. That's just extra to transmute, extra to deal with. You feel me? All right. So before I move on, I want to make sure we're all on the same page. Everybody got me? These comments are hilarious. Um, Lamaze for energetic labor pains. Yes, yes, yes. I like that because remember in Lamaze, right? There's someone holding you from behind. You're experiencing the pain, but the fact that something is holding you from behind is like that reassurance that you're You're going to release this baby. Okay? You're going to do all the work in releasing the baby. I'm going to hold you and reassure you that this is the right direction that we're moving in. The baby doesn't stay in, the baby doesn't go up, the baby has to come out. Okay? So that holding is reassuring you that, yep, we're going in the right direction. Now breathe. Okay? All right. So now with the Guan Yu work, rewind, recap. I told you all to set your ancestors up in such a way that you identify your general. Okay? It's like this is the grand heist, but you're not stealing from anyone. You are going directly to the vault to take out what is yours. Okay? What you are doing is asking those who are residing in the other realm, the ancestral realm, to go and release them locks on those vaults. Okay? And sometimes those vaults are, you'll receive a key or you'll receive a password or you'll receive the name of the person who has the information you need. You, during this time, when I give you this ritual, you're going to have it organized a certain kind of way. So you need to identify your general because your general is going to receive the first note and the map, the map, the map, the map, the map, the map. Okay? Look, you might not be a good artist. I used to go to school with someone who would say, I'm not a good drawer, right? But you definitely can draw a very simple map that tells your folks what direction to go in and where you want them to go, okay, and what you want them to get. Okay, so you are taking them into the war room and you're literally going to draw. I'm going to look, there's nothing on here. Y'all about to see me do it right now. Okay, let me give you an example. So on the back of your draft paper, remember this. Not only do you have your general, your ancestors, but you also have a dragon working with them, okay? So they have a dragon to ride. All right. So anyways, so let's say I'm gonna hook it up like this, right? Right, I'm putting the cardinal points, okay? Mind you, pay attention. The eclipse is hitting the cardinal points. So on your map, the first thing that is important is you want to mark down the cardinal points, okay? Your bank, right? Yeah, I'm drawing. I miss drawing. Okay. Okay. Bank is here. Your home is here. All right. Look, man, they're creative. This is the most simplest map ever. Okay. So don't laugh. No, y'all can laugh because laughter is good for the soul. Okay, so look, right? Cardinal points, right? You got to give them the starting point, okay, from your home because you've already set up a portal for your ancestors at home, okay? Y'all are here. I want y'all to go however you take them, okay? You can put some trees there, you can put some stars, some constellations. Hint, this is the bank, okay? It's a little vault over here, and you let them know, like, this is the plan. Now, for those of you who play football, this is going to be easy because y'all know how to draw plays, right? Football, basketball, y'all know how to draw plays. Okay, so y'all going to be like, this is the play. I want you to go and protect the southeast corner to make sure that nobody's coming from that side. I'm going to put my dragon in this side on the southeast. I'm going to put my general up top in the north. I'm sending my soldiers down, and then I'm sending it like that's how you do it. And you have to have fun. If you're not having fun while you're doing it, you already on a lower frequency. We got that so far? The map. First, the map. You got it? Okay. Oh, I've been washing my hands so many times. I got all these little micro cuts. Okay. All right, we good. Let me get some more likes in the building. Let me get some more likes. You know what, Davy? She said, Davy said she gonna put her boots on for this. The more, for those of you who don't know, I'm a fan of ceremonial magic. Fully like suited up for the energy that we're getting into, it truly shifts the realm. Totally. Okay? It really does. Like, I would encourage you when you're going in the morning to talk to Guan Yu, like, even if you work from home, like getting suited up, like you're going to meet with the boss, like you're a boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, do that sometimes for yourself. It just changes the frequency. And when you're feeling a little frustrated and it's a little hard to transmit the energy, make yourself brighter than how you feel. I ain't come on here earlier because I was looking how I felt. I needed to self-care until I could pull that energy out. Okay? All right. So when you're finished doing this, I'm about to sneeze. When you're finished doing this, you are going to take the red part, right? I want you to write on here what you're letting go of. Like, you're setting them, this is the map where you're telling them to go get those particular things from the vault. Now, I don't know what you want from the vault. You might have your husband in the vault. I don't know if he's in there or not. You might have some kids in there that you're trying to have. You might have a building you're trying to purchase that's in there. I don't know. Okay. I don't know, but you know. Okay. But what you do want to write on here is what you're letting go. You see this red on this side? Write with your pen what you're letting go of. Okay. If you have your wife in the vault, you want to write, I'm letting go of the single bachelor life. If you have if you're going for your $4 million contract, okay, you're letting go of poverty mindset. Okay, like write it here. I'm releasing that. Okay, you're going to tuck it in. You're sending them out. Okay, you're sending them out. You see that? Send them out. You're gonna roll it and you're making a scroll. All right. You see that? You're not gonna. I don't know who said it. I don't know who said it. Somebody said it. Oh, you gotta roll it like a blunt. I hear y'all. I could be. Y'all don't. I hear you. No, look. You gonna roll it like a scroll. Okay. Roll it into a scroll. Not. You don't want it to be. You actually don't want it to be too tight. Okay. Like that's as small as possible, because remember that the goal is going to attract the dragon. Okay. When you have it rolled up, you're going to, how many of y'all used to pack coins? Pack your pennies and out your piggy bank? It's going to be just like that, right? So you're going to push that in, push that in. Now, who needs to have the map? Who's in control of the map? Somebody put in the chat. Okay. Who needs to have the map? Yes. So make sure the general's name is in here. Now, for your general, right, to be more specific, you write their name on here. Address them by name. Write their name. And if you know the date that they died, that's their instead of their birth date, because that birthday is for Earth, right? The date that they died, write that next to their name, because that's their numbers. Okay, that's their identification code for them on the other side. All right, that's their new birth date. Okay, their heavenly date. You tuck it in like this, right? Oh, you know what? Oh, it's not too far. Y'all give me a minute, because I'm gonna show y'all what you can use. But just put it to the side. Y'all got it? Y'all see that? So that it doesn't unravel. Got it? You got yourself a golden scroll. Come and get it, dragon. Come and get your instructions. Okay? Because your general is the one who's going to um, control the dragon, right? Give me just a moment. We laugh. Hold on. All right. So I wouldn't advise using something like this with the rope on it, because this is actually not for burning anything. But you can use. They have these at the dollar store, I believe. Yeah, they have. I don't remember if they don't have it without the rope, but this or one of those, little pans that you get when you're making food to take to a party. You can use that, right? You're going to, when you're finished at the end, this is so that you can burn them during the full moon. Okay? Because that's how we send them up. That's how we send them up. Now, that's the map. The reason why I want you to do the map first is drawing and being able to have a clear vision of where you need these energies to go opens up your third eye to another dimension. We watch children with these unimaginable like imaginations. They create these drawings, and sometimes when they explain to you what they've drawn, you're like, what? Like, where did you get that idea from? They are living in a realm where they're not just here, they are still very well connected with the galaxy. Okay? The galaxy of creation. They are pulling all kinds of information. And this practice of drawing your map helps you. Okay? It helps to open you up. So when you get to the real left brain part where you're going to write instructions, you're more clear than if you started with the instructions. Because now you're warmed up, and the way that the information comes is like you're channeling that being, that role of a warlord, of an emperor, of an empress, sending your troops off to go and grab what's yours. Okay? So on this, right, you're going to write, again, addressing each of the ancestors that are part of your army. You're going to write their name. You're going to write them a letter, like literally write them a letter. Dear Grandpa George Lucas, departed on 12/8, 1993. Okay? I am preparing for this executive position as the CEO of the Blue Chip Digital Company, and I require this amount of money, blah, 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 blah. Okay? And these opportunities and these doors to be open. You might know the building that you're going to. You might know the name of the person who you need to interview with. You might know the name of the society that you need to become familiar with, right? Write those details. This now entails that you've done a bit of research, because the more familiar you are with what you need in order to reach your goals, it's more likely to happen for you. So like this is this is not like, we're not a bunch of people who are coming together and deciding that, we want to go and own Disneyland, but we don't know the address for Disneyland. We don't know who actually owns it or how it's owned. We don't know what it's valued at. We don't know what's the what positions need to be held, what the qualifications are. You see what I'm saying? Like, because if you don't know that, your brain and your consciousness, there, pardon, there's no connection there. So that frequency can't really align in a true form to where you want to go. Make sense? Like, the work that you all do, people take it for granted. They really think that y'all go and you just go sit, meditate, light some incense, light some sage, and just you're gonna wish yourself out of the project somewhere. Like, that's ridiculous. That's not gonna work. You see what I'm saying? We're not on that. Decide, just that that's what it's gonna be. Like, spending some time focusing. And don't feel like work. You'll feel energized. You're relaying the message, saying, all right, because now you're talking to your team, right? Everybody who has a team gets really excited when they're clear about, here's the plan, because they already know their team is on their side, their team got their back, and they're willing to listen and take directions, right? So you're going to be in that energy, excited, focused, very confident, writing this letter. So you do your best. Just write it all on the back of this, and you're going to do the same thing, okay? Again, if there are certain things that you need to let go of in order for this plan to be executed with perfection, write it here. If there are people or circumstances in your life that you need to release because you know that they are absolutely in the way, this is not going to kill them. This is going to assist with the removal. Okay, so you will write whatever you need to write here. You're going to do the same thing, right? Sending this off. I'm sending this off. Now, you are going to write one of these per ancestor that you're talking to. The ones that you are very clear about their position as a part of your army. Okay? For the sake of not wasting too much energy on naming every single ancestor, because all of them may not be at a frequency to do anything for you. Like, you doing more for them, if anything. Okay? You're gonna do the same thing I showed earlier. You're gonna put it in the pot. And what you will do for the remaining ancestors is you can write them a letter thanking them for supporting the team as a whole and moving like a school of fish. All right. I don't know, you want to call them an ant army, an army of ants, I guess. Well, once you're done, right? You're sitting there, you got your red candle, you're gonna light your incense. Now pay attention. You got your pot here, you're gonna light your incense. Okay. Remember the things that you wrote down already that you desire. You took your time to do that. You're going to roll those up. You're going to add them to this. You're going to add this. You're going to add that to this. Okay? So now they have the instructions, they have the monetary resources to obtain what it is that you need. Okay? They're going to need to obtain things that they need in the ancestral realm in order for you to experience that manifestation here on earth. The whole object of even burning objects, sending them to the ancestors, is so that they have what they need, and so that they're not going to create any types of droughts or shortage in what it is that you need. So you bless them, and they are doing the work to make sure that you receive your prosperity and your blessings. All right. So you're going to put all of those things from the previous ritual. You're going to offer your incense. Make sure your altar is clean, because when we're doing major rituals, that's a perfect time to make sure that you got your fresh fruit there, you got your fresh rice there, you have your wine, you have your tea, you have your incense there. Okay. You will do your mantra 16 times straight through. Okay. I would advise you that if you have the Patreon, you don't have the Patreon, you should get the Patreon for HOC. You should be playing that meditation, the Guan Yu meditation for the day. Okay. Just to charge up the space. All right. You take your incense, you're going to bow 3 times, you're going to place it. You're going to do a verbal speaking, right, from the heart, what it is that you intend with your ritual, the writings that you're doing, what you've done. Boom. Under the full moon light, you want to light these up, okay, and let them go. Now, if you are living in an apartment and you are not sure how smoky it can get before it's a problem, burn one scroll at a time. These don't create a lot of smoke at all, actually, okay? They're meant for this type of ritual. They don't create a lot of smoke. You do want to open a window, ventilate for safety. Carbon is a real thing, carbon monoxide. But once that's done, you're complete. You're probably just going to want to bask in that energy because it's going to be pretty intense. And take a bit of time. One thing with ceremonial magic is that it does take a lot of time, but the fact that it takes so much time is like you're really in the flow of it. You have transformed your whole space into being fully immersed in that frequency. Okay. It involves your whole being. So it's not a joke. It's not something that you just decide like, oh, I'm gonna do this now. It's something that you plan for, and um, you give yourself some time. Okay, some time to really sit with it. All right. Following this ritual, you all are already on a sadhana, and so feel free to follow that because doing mantras continues to help to keep that vibration high. Um, and anything that comes to mind, you're going to want to write it down in your journal because you're releasing as well. You might tap into what it is that you've written down and you'll feel that thing moving and emote. But you want to keep in mind that your emoting is not a holding on to. You know, like it's like, you know, when you lose someone, but you're you're emoting in a way of like cringing, like holding on tight. It's more emoting and lovingly like surrounding yourself with this energy of surrender, understanding, deep inner understanding, wisdom, um, and well wishes for everything. Like there's just a lot of gratitude. Okay. All right. So press one in the chat if you um, understand. And if you have any questions, please drop your questions in the chat now. I'm going to scroll through and see if there's anything that I missed earlier. Actually, let me see if I can um, catch it over here on the big screen because that makes it way easier for me to chat with you all. Oh, awesome. Okay, so um, I'm just looking at the comments now. That was so much fun. Just for clarity, the general needs to have the map. I did see someone said the main warrior. The main warrior needs to just receive their directions and go. Okay, it's like the quarterback. The quarterback is not running down the field, but the quarterback is going to direct where they're going towards the touchdown. Right? Okay. I'm just looking at the questions. Looking at the questions. Ava Coco, my day has been tremendously transformative. I'd like to say that I'm quite grateful that I'm here with you all today. Um, uh, uh, Nothing off topic. Thank you, Mini Joker. It's true that some spiritualism 101 for certain. Um, Blaze Chai. Yeah, If you follow some of the other videos, you'll realize that we are working some Chinese ceremonial magic is what we call it over here. You can call it what you want, ritual. Um, but we be knowing. Um, can we tell the general to place orders? I don't know too much about my other ancestors. Um, can you clarify your question? Can you tell the general to place orders? Jonah. That response is for Jonah. Uh, okay, let's see. Oh, we eating. We eating. Good tonight. Oh, Angel Kenshi, love and light to you as well, love. Let's see. Grew up. Okay, I'm reading another comment. This comment is from Davy Tayo Moyu. I have only a few ancestors I know by name. I grew up cut off from a lot of the family. Can I still be effective with this by using a blanket statement to encompass the ancestors on my side? Yes. Yes, you can. That are on your side and want and have a desire to work for your highest good. Okay? Um uh, uh, uh. Yes, the general definitely tells everyone how to move. That's their job. Okay, that is definitely their job. Um, Guan Yu and Kubera are positioned in the same section, but Guan Yu is much higher. Is this okay? Is this okay? Um, yeah, I posted a picture of a real life setup where there was an aspect of Kubera present. They just were like in different spaces, but Guan Yu is always highest. Okay. Um, so that looks like I got everyone's question. Looks like I got everyone's question. And you guys, if you think about it, right? So just wanted to show y'all because I did look at one of the posts that I asked you some of the things that you wanted me to share with you. And I wanted to show you in real time the quick way of transmuting energy, right? We started out, we had close to 200 people watching, lots of different trolls that, are like little peas and corn to add to the meal. And they like just disappear because our energy is very important. Where we direct it and how we want to use it is absolutely important. And all energy has the ability for us to use it. Okay? Energy, you use it or you lose it. And so if it's coming your way, you just got to know how to play. All right? Um, that's it for tonight, you all. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comment section. I want to see some more likes. You all help to strengthen this channel. Post your homework in both groups. Please post your homework in both groups. Post how excited you are to be working with this full moon eclipse. Yes, people say whatever they want to say, but this is a magical moment. Okay? And this one is smoother than the solar eclipse that's coming. So please work with it. Okay? Work with it. Post in both groups. If you all are not posting on a regular basis, relevant information that you're gathering or experiencing from these rituals, from the homework, then there's no point of sharing this content. Okay? I love y'all. Thanks so much for being a part of this ceremony that we just did. We just transmuted together. And I want to just give y'all an applause for being able to stay focused on the content at hand while things were going mayhem. Peace, love, and bliss. Enjoy. Good night.